Hello, everyone. So my name's Richard. I'm representing DigiTwin, the company called DigiTwin Science and Technology. We are a uh, subsidiary of our mother company, Rich Tech Engineering Group. And today I'm here to discuss and tell everyone about the paradigm shift in how we are building, operating, and increasing efficiency in the heavy industrial assets world. For more than 20 years, we have been at the forefront of heavy industrial EPC and EPCM, more specifically in offshore deep water platform, floating LNG, and modular construction. Our mother company did participate in the world's largest LNG modular project and deliver a lot of these infrastructure design. We have a global footprint across Singapore, Japan, and China. And with our deep engineering heritage, we came to the critical realization that traditional life cycle of an industrial plant and asset is fundamentally disconnected. And to embrace the world of IoT, AI, and the, the trend of the 21st century, we need to embrace the digital twin technology and more emerging technologies to better operationalize and manage these heavy industrial assets. So this is the problem statement that we have put together. The first core challenge we note down is the data disconnect and the decision black box, where we see that in heavy industrial assets, this data silo, so a complete or sometimes partial disconnect between the static engineering design data and the dynamic operational data. And there's also knowledge drain. As everyone knows, a lot of the time, tacit knowledge is very important. And when the old experienced employee worker leave or exit the job, then the tacit knowledge he or she holds will disappear. So there's this gap between transitioning knowledge from old and young employees. Right. And this provides an opportunity in the 21st century in this emerging AI and data world where transitioning towards digitalization is no longer an option, it's like a need. So first of all, there's compliance and decarbonizational requirements. For example, under the EU CBAM, industrial assets need to report their emission in terms of carbon dioxide equivalent and the one embedded in the products. And there's also marginal pressure and technological readiness needs that we see that there's a window to transform static plants into intelligent, autonomous, non-human robot. In this way, increases the efficiency and management efficiency of the whole asset, right? So let me first present our first module within our digital twin product bus, where we have Octopus, which is the operation, maintenance, and management platform, where sort of it will integrate the input from the static side and also the dynamic side. And via our three engines, it will be able to output a 3D command center for the asset owners and enable this heavy industrial asset, such as a cement or steel plantation, to be managed in more efficiency, and it will be able to reduce cost and hassles for the asset owners compared to under a traditional setting. Right. And our second module in our digital twin product bus is Coral, which is a digital asset handover platform. With our 20 years of EPC experience, we see that there's a disconnect between the contracting phase and that of the asset owner. So this module helps the EPC contractor and the asset owner to lock heads with each other, and it can reduce the hustle in the handover phase, that it will enable higher and more efficient information exchange between the two entities. And this can solve the industrial pain point, being that there's a data graveyard where traditionally the EPC contractor will give the asset owner the information via physical documentation or in CDs or data drives, which is hard to locate and hard to locate information if the asset owner does want to track down a piece of information and data on, for example, a specific equipment in the asset, right? Okay, and thirdly, we have Castle, our net zero intelligence platform, which can help asset owners to manage their renewable energy source and also traditional energy source, and to record the the emission data in the assets and outputs ISO compliance accounting and other sorts of documentation and certificates. It has a dual purpose. First is for compliance. Second is to reduce cost by better optimizing the energy resources plugged into the heavy assets. Right. Okay. And let me introduce briefly the model of collaboration. So we are very flexible, commercial and delivery wise. So we are open to white labeling and OEM, back-to-back agreements, though it comes with some qualification. We also are open to master service agreements, as we did with some of our collaborator, or even more simply direct commercial agreements. So for our mother company, we do have, as I stressed before, 25 years of experience, and we have a very big global footprint. We have legal entities in China, Singapore, and Japan, and we are open to exploring other geographies like South America and the Middle East. Right. That's my presentation, and thank you for your time.